Hey guys, Steve Simpson here with Central Florida Property Management. Hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to chat with you guys today about self-showing lockboxes. So this is something we've actually talked about in videos before, but this is kind of a updated take on it. It's been years since we had a video about that, so I wanted to kind of update you on our opinion of them and some stuff we've seen in the market and so on and so forth. So what is a self-showing lockbox? So I actually brought one with me today. This is a self-showing lockbox. And basically the way it works is this. So what we've done for the majority of the existence of our company is if someone wanted to see a property, they obviously call in and we do a pre-screening process with them over the phone or via an online portal. And then we would schedule them to see the property. One of our agents would go physically show them the property, answer any questions they have. And then if they were interested, they would apply and go through the whole application process. What this box does is instead of having basically any human involvement, a tenant would inquire about the property online. They would then be directed to a portal where they would effectively pre-screen themselves. We have questions we ask them to pre-screen them. And if they qualified, they would be able to view the property themselves at their own leisure without someone from our office there. So that's basically what self-showing boxes are. Just like they say, they allow for self-showings. So a little background, these things have been in the market. I think I first saw them in either 2015 or 2016, and we actually briefly used them in 2017 and stopped for a variety of reasons. But since they came onto the market, they've been slowly gaining market share. And one of the reasons we wanted to make this video was to kind of update our thoughts and opinions on the technology, because of the adoption of these things in the market. So if I had to guess, I would guess at this point between 60 and 70% of companies like us, property management companies, or really people that are managing or landlording single family homes, townhomes, condos like we do, I'm guessing 60 to 70% of that market uses self-showing lockboxes. Whereas, when we first started, it was probably 5%. It has really grown in popularity. All of the big companies, the Wall Street companies, American Homes for Rent, Progress Residential, they do exclusively self-showing boxes. A lot of the bigger property management companies and national property management companies, they only do self-showing lockboxes. I would say a lot of companies only use self-showing lockboxes. We are, late adopters of the technology. And what we've noticed is that at this juncture, we're seeing it have a somewhat negative impact on our leasing, I think mainly because tenants at this point are so used to using them that if you do not offer that service, they may never actually see your property. So just for example, if I was a tenant or a potential tenant, I wanted to see 10 properties. If 7 of them, I could go see them whenever I wanted on my own time, and 3 of them I had to schedule and go, at a certain time, or I had to meet someone there, any kind of coordination to people's schedules. There's a chance I don't even go see the 3 properties that I had to schedule for because it's just less convenient, right? The best analogy I could think of is people don't go to the movies anymore because now they can sit on their couch and just watch a movie at home. Used to be you had to go be at the movie theater at a certain time to watch a movie. Now you can just go you can watch it whenever on your couch, and because of that, less people go to the movies. So I think because of where the market has gone, some tenants or potential tenants are choosing to not to view the properties we're leasing, where they have to be scheduled with a person because they'd rather just go do it themselves on their own time. Like anything else in life, there are risks and rewards to this service, right? So the risks are obviously someone is going into the property without any person there. Believe it or not, there's actually a decent amount of data on this because again, these have been on the market for 7 or 8 years at this point. The amount of issues that come up from this, and I'm talking big issues, stuff getting stolen, squatter, stuff like that, is actually very, very low. It's lower than you would expect. It's something like, I know it's under 1 in 1,000. In fact, I'm friends with people that own other management companies that have used these things for years and never had any issue with it. Not to say it couldn't happen. Obviously, letting people in your home without anyone there to kind of monitor them. But the rate of issue seems to be relatively low based on the data that we have. A few reasons for that. So one way there's some security features built into these things nowadays, which I think make them a little bit more safe. One is that in order to be able to view the property, a tenant must provide a copy of their driver's license, which goes on file and attaches to the individual viewing. I should have mentioned too, this is not like a lockbox that you're used to seeing, like one of these lockboxes, which is one of the ones we use right now. So this lockbox, old school, it has a code. The code doesn't change. Only we have the code. We go use it, open the lockbox, get the key, so on and so forth. This lockbox, for each individual tenant, they are given a special code that only works for them and only works for a certain time window. So we could attach, okay, you know, Joe Smith went and saw this property at this time. Here's his driver's license. We know he went and saw it, and we know that based on the software with the code. Additionally, they have some geolocating safety features. So one of the big scams that was going on for a while is that you'd have basically someone not in the country or in a different part of the country that would use the self-showing boxes to basically lease the property to someone that they would act as landlord, get someone else to lease it, pay them, so on and so forth. Now there's some geolocating safety features where basically the box will not work unless the person using it on their phone allows for geolocation, so the software knows that they are actually at the house. So basically, between, you know, the software knowing they're at the house and having a copy of their driver's license, that's probably one of the reasons why there's such low rate of issue, because you have those security features built in. So like anything else, again, there's risk reward. The risks, obviously, what we just discussed. The reward, though, is that from what we're seeing, we started using these about 6 months ago, rolling them out slowly with people that we know that have asked about them, some of our customers. And we're seeing positive benefits. We're definitely seeing things lease quicker you know, for more money than probably the properties we have not doing them. They're not perfect. Obviously, it's not saying that a property that's overpriced is going to lease, but you just get more showings, right? You're just going to have more showings available, because obviously we can't show the property at 9 p.m. on a Saturday, but if someone wants to go do that self-showing box, or 8 a.m. on a Sunday, they can go do it. Or it might be not where we can't do it, it's that the person's availability is very limited, and obviously we only have, you know, a certain amount of staff. We can't have people showing it at all times of the day, all times of night. This allows them to do it on their own time frame. Some say it's more comfortable because they don't have anyone to, you know, be around there to kind of bother them or look over them, what have you. So we're viewing it as a risk reward proposition, and we think, based on, you know, data we have, what we've seen, and kind of anecdotally, again, the idea that if the majority of tenants are now expecting it, we think at this point in time the risk reward makes sense to use it. So hopefully that makes sense. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an opinion on that. We in the past have recommended not using them because of the safety concerns. But I think because of the increases in technology that I mentioned that make it more secure, and because the market has basically come to expect that if you're leasing a property, you can go view it whenever you want, those two kind of competing factors have made the risk-reward equation more in favor of using them than not. I'm personally using them on my personal rental properties because, again, same sort of deal. And, you know, one of our overlying philosophies is to treat our customers' properties the way we treat our own. I would not recommend these if I would not use them on my own properties to you guys. And I am using them, and so I would recommend them for all the reasons we mentioned. If you guys have any questions or want to leave some comments, please feel free to leave them below or give us a shout. And yeah, hope you guys are doing great.